Hey y'all, it's me, Vegan Granny 94602, back with another video. My dreads just, I don't think I put this thing on right this morning, but it is what it is. Let me say this before I get into what I really want to talk about today. Some of y'all take YouTube, social media entirely too serious. When I get on here and make a video, yes, my shirt is wrinkled. I just took it out the dryer and didn't do nothing with it. So if you want to talk about my shirt, go ahead. Y'all take this stuff way too serious. When I make these videos, I make my video and I go back and do my art and crochet and whatever. I don't think about this stuff no more. These videos are a way for me to just get certain things off my chest. I don't take this stuff as serious as some of y'all do. And y'all really need to think about, why are you taking it so serious? Like, why is someone else's opinion, why does it bother you so much? You need to search yourself and figure that out. Because some of y'all is some completely unhappy folks. And I can see it in your comments, how unhappy you are. But anyway, let me go into what I really want to talk about today. I want to talk about the difference between constructive criticism and victim shaming. Because I had a comment on that video that I made about Prophet Karn and that young lady that is having some issues, and someone said that I was blaming the victim. Now, let me say this, and I'm going to use her situation as an example because that's what the video was about. If you stay in a relationship with anybody, a man, for 6 years, and that relationship is not going anywhere, there is something wrong. Okay? If you allow someone to manipulate you for 6 years, there has got to be something wrong with that situation. Either you have low self-esteem, you have mental issues, or something. And those are the things that we have to look at when we talk about what's going on with someone. I brought those things up, and this one particular person was saying that I was victim shaming. No, I'm not victim shaming. I'm being honest. There had to be something, some underlying issue in there for someone to stay with someone for 6 years and the relationship is not going anywhere. But see, one thing is, a lot of you people don't want to hear the truth. The truth hurts you so bad that you can't hear it. You don't want to hear what's real. You want to stay in your situation. You want to stay there. So you don't want anybody to tell you what's right. You don't want anybody to tell you the truth because I want to stay with boo-boo because he loved me. And I see potential in him. Girl, if he ain't showed you no potential in that first year, you need to pack your stuff and get to running. Ain't nobody gonna sit around for 5 or 6 years to wait on some man to get his stuff right. That's what's wrong with a lot of you women. You waiting on a man or thinking that you can fix. You cannot. Child, let me tell you. You can't fix no grown man. You just can't fix him. Men, after a certain age, they are who they are. Who he show you is who he is. And a lot of men out here talking a good game, but words don't mean nothing if he don't have no actions to back it up. Okay? People show you who they are. They don't tell you. They show you. Because I can say anything to you. But it's how I treat you, what I show you, that's important. So a lot of y'all, you just comfortable where you are. You don't want to move. And when someone is trying to tell you what's right, instead of you being able to receive it, oh no, you victim shaming. Oh no, you shouldn't talk about her like that. Oh, she just trying to get her story out. Let her tell her story because she helping somebody. No, you're not. You're not helping nobody, telling them you've been in a relationship for 6 years that never went nowhere. No. I don't understand it. That you're not edifying the body of Christ, cussing people out on your YouTube channel because they're trying to give you constructive criticism. You're not helping anybody with that. And sometimes we have, I'm looking at my notes if you want to know what I'm doing. Sometimes we have to get uncomfortable in order to grow. And in 6 years, there should have been some type of growth. Every year you should be growing in some area of your life. And if you're not growing, then you're stagnant. You need to figure out what's going on. If you're not growing, you're stagnant. Even water moves. It's constantly flowing. And if you notice, stagnant water gets nasty. It's dirty. It's polluted. It's got all this gunk in it because it's not flowing naturally like it should. And that's what happens to us. When we just get stuck in one situation or in one relationship and we're not moving it, and especially if that relationship is toxic, it's just messing us up. So, and if you're in a toxic relationship for 6 years, you messed up. I'm sorry. You are messed up. And, I can't blame her for wanting to get on YouTube because talking is cathartic. It helps us. But what she needs is a therapist. She needs a good therapist, a good counselor that can sit her down and help her find some direction in all of this stuff that's jumbled up in her mind. But there is a huge difference, people, between constructive criticism and victim shaming. Because if you're trying to help someone, you're not shaming them. And telling the truth about what is going on in their situation is not shaming them. That's facts. Now, you might not want to hear it, but it's facts. So we got to wake up and be willing to receive some of this criticism to kind of shake us up to get us to moving in the right direction. Like sometimes you at a stop sign or you at a red light and you so distracted you don't see that the light done turned green, so you need the person behind you to honk to wake you up. Well, sometimes we need somebody in our lives to beep, beep, beep to get us started. And when I say things, you may not receive them the way that I say them, but I say them in love. I'm trying to help you. I don't want to see nobody in a relationship with a man for 6 years and you don't get one of these. I don't want to see that for women. I don't. But see, when I was dating my husband, we had a purpose. We knew that from the beginning. We were dating to get married. He was on the same track. We were both reading the same book. We both had the same playbook. We both knew what was going on. You know, he wasn't with the Raiders and I was with the 49ers. I was with the Raiders too. So we had the same playbook. Okay? And that playbook ended in marriage. Because we were on one accord. So if you're not on one accord with the man, it's not going to end in marriage. It's going to end with you making 100 YouTube videos and crying and talking about how jacked up this person is. And I don't want to see that for you. I want women. We have to start helping each other and lifting each other up. But in that lifting up process, be real with the woman. Don't sugarcoat stuff. If the dude is trifling, he trifling. If you doing some old unnecessary stuff, girl, stop doing that. He making a fool out of you. In love. Be honest with women. Don't uphold each other in mess. Don't keep up drama just because, ooh, girl, let me go see what they doing today. No, that's what most of y'all doing to Letitia. You just want her to keep making these videos so you can see her drama. But behind all that drama is a whole lot of pain. Instead of telling her, girl, forget about Brian. He don't want you. Come on, let's go find Pookie and Ray Ray. But no, you want her to keep making these videos, keep her in that dark pit that she's in so you can keep sipping that tea. And that's sad. That tea ought to choke you to death. Because you're not woman enough to tell her, sweetheart, come on now, let's move in another direction, because that definitely didn't work out for you. So let's go over here. Okay? I love y'all. I'm tired of talking. I'll be back later because I do have this other video that I want to talk to you about what the woman said about Michelle Obama. So I love y'all. Granny loves you. Okay? If nobody told you today that they love you, Granny loves you. And if I could, I'd hug all of y'all. Because I know that when we have so many problems because we trying to hold it together. For not only ourselves, for our kids, for our husbands, for our grandkids. Women have such a burden on their shoulders. We really do. Especially black women. But we gonna have to start doing things differently. And the only way you can be successful is if you change what you're doing. Especially if what you're doing now is not working. Change. That's the word for today. Change. Okay? I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.